Done deal. Our state's budget for next year is now signed, and for the second straight year, it's done more than 3 months before the deadline. Here's a breakdown. 3/4 of the $49 million budget will go to education and health and human services. The next biggest chunk goes toward programs to improve our state's economy. And 24-hour News 8 political reporter Rick Albin talked with the governor after he signed the budget. He joins us live from Lansing tonight. Rick?
Well, Susan, as you say, some of the biggest differences about this budget would just be the timing, getting it done this early. As a lot of Republican legislators gathered with the governor, they signed the budget. They proclaimed it a good one. Now, Democrats would agree that this budget is done early, but what they don't agree on particularly is how it affects education. I spoke with the governor and to a state representative about that.
We're continuing best practices for a portion of that money. We actually have some dollars then for performance funding to actually look at the growth of students and performance in the schools, which is really important. There's dollars in an equity payment to bring low foundation grant school districts up to a higher level, and then there's a technology piece to encourage more technology in schools. So there's a number of elements that I think will really add value over time. So it's not about just spending money, it's to get real results from those dollars.
Education, particularly, whether it is our universities, last year a 15% cut. Even though there was a small increase this year, they're still reeling from that, and our kids are facing it in tuition hikes. K-12, again, last year, $470 per pupil cut, impacting number of kids in classrooms this year.
The budget, as you say, is a done deal. It goes into place October 1st, and already plans are being made for the next year's budget. But between now and then, there's a big election. I talked to the governor about how this budget could impact that. You'll hear more about that on this Sunday morning's To the Point. We're live in Lansing. Rick Albin, 24-hour News 8.